Well, the steel deal is a mess of Biden's own making, but he's also facing a tough re-election in his birth state of Pennsylvania, where U.S. Steel happens to be headquartered. A new Fox poll showing 49% of Pennsylvania voters would choose Donald Trump if they cast their ballots today. Here with us now is Forbes media chairman Steve Forbes. And Steve, he's got a little bit of an economic conundrum here that includes U.S. Steel, but many other issues as well. And on the steel issue particularly, he has not made it a competitive place to do business here in the United States, which is why companies or outside partners are looking to come in and encroach, whereas that was something President Trump focused on. He wanted to bring it all back here. Tariffs were a part of that long-term goal as well. And so voters are going to the polling booth in Pennsylvania and other states thinking about their pocketbook issues, and deals like this will have an impact. Your thoughts?
Well, I think actually this is good for U.S. steel workers. Nippon's made it very clear they're not going to be layoffs. And between 2018 and 2022, despite Trump's tariffs, U.S. Steel's workforce declined over 20%. So the key words in Edwards' commentary was capital and technology. They need capital. They need technology. We need every bit of help we can with steel. We have a major military buildup coming, so we need the resources of our allies. One of the things we should be looking at, by the way, along those fronts, is shipbuilding. We should be also employing South Korea shipyards, Japanese shipyards to help rebuild our Navy. We need to get our allies working together on this, and this is part of that. Nippon is an add-on to U.S. Steel, not a detraction.
And Steve, one of the big problems is Biden's complaining about this deal, but he's got an antitrust office that wants to block every merger in the U.S. So how can he complain on one hand when on the other hand, he's the biggest opponent to U.S. deals getting done?
Well, and this is the kind of silliness, I'm being polite, it's a family station. Idiocy would be another nice word, of their whole approach on antitrust. Big is bad. No, it isn't. Even Teddy Roosevelt, the inventor of modern antitrust in this country, made a distinction between big companies that behave themselves or contributing to the economy and those who are doing the opposite. He wanted to bust up the bad ones, not the good big companies. And that's something that Joe Biden is oblivious to. Certainly the Federal Trade Commission, which is in the hands of far-left socialists, has that same kind of mentality. So they're wrecking, and also they're harming, by the way, new advances on being able to detect cancer before the symptoms show up. The Scale Illumina acquisition re-emerging, and the FTC is blocking it. So they're harming our health economically and physically.
I want to talk about our economic health. When are we going to get serious about our debt?
Good question. I hope in the next administration. And we have to do what we did after World War II. One is a little bit of spending restraint. Between the end of World War II, when we had over 120% of debt to GDP within a 25-year period with good growth, despite recessions and all that kind of thing, it went down from over 120% down to 35%. You do it over time. Growing the economy instead of wrecking it with high taxes, growing the economy instead of burdening it with idiotic regulations. I mean, there's never been a binge of regulations like this one. I mean, soon dishwashers are going to go in the Smithsonian. They don't work anymore.
Steve, can we come back to the U.S. Steel deal? Because I hear what you're saying about keeping the company in business. Japan is an ally of ours, and so I understand that. But there's a certain amount of question out there as to why we are not focused more on trying to shore things up on our own soil so that these companies could stand alone on their own 2 feet. And I understand also what you're saying about the tariffs. The vision wasn't really seen through under President Trump to kind of see where it would lead. But I went to U.S. Steel, and they told me they were thrilled to be doing more domestic production and working on that it was a long-term project. So where do we go from here if you know, we're looking for sort of foreign allies to bail us out?
Well, in terms of tariffs, research has shown, including a study in the Federal Reserve, that the net job loss came from those tariffs. Whatever gains you had in these particular industries that were protected were more than offset by the higher prices that went through the supply chain. So if you want to help domestic steel companies, you continue to do what Donald Trump was doing, deregulation, which was killing manufacturing, reducing tax rates instead of increasing them, and working with allies like Japan so that we get the benefit of their know-how and their capital. So it's a way of strengthening. We're not an island anymore. We should have learned that in the 1930s.
Right.
So that's the way to get strength. play to our strengths, which is free enterprise.
There you go.
Mic drop moment. Fair enough. Great to see you as
Good to
always,
see you.
Steve
Thank you.
Forbes. Thank you.